for as a company develops, it evolves. As nature develops, it evolves. And certain creatures in nature shed their skins as they evolve into other forms. Well, as we told you, we are not going to announce any products prematurely, and we're not going to show you what the future products will be. But we did think we would keep teasing you, and that is a gem by Cirrus.
We'll take any more on.
Yeah. One of the things that I wanted to point out that I'm really surprised that nobody's ever brought up. This has been the logo of the company for a very long time. You've noticed it. There is no propeller and has not been a propeller for like 10 years. Because that's how far back and longer, in fact. We had our first conversation with Sam Williams back in 1989, I think, about making the TK-30 root jet. So the goal for a very long time has been to introduce this idea of a personal jet that we've talked to you a little bit about. As I told some of you, there will be no clear announcement for quite some time, which means we aren't going to show you the picture, we aren't going to give you any specifications, we aren't going to tell you a price, we aren't going to tell you when it's going to be done. And those probably cover the most interesting part of the conversation. That's a good question. We can talk about what color. Predominantly white, yeah. But what we are going to do, and so the purpose of this announcement is really just to tell you a little bit about the next step of the process. What we are going to do is have a process by which people will be able to get in line by putting in a deposit. Now, once again, this is not an announcement because the process is not yet defined. And we want some feedback from you guys. I've talked to some of you about it already. But think about this and get back to us, and we'll be making some decisions. Because some of the questions, the interesting questions, get to be: should it be the number of Cirruses that you have owned and operated? Should it be who got the check in first? Should it be a specific short-term date where everybody gets a chance, and then there's a lottery kind of drawing to place the ranking? Frankly, David has not done a very good job with production so far, and we've asked for 80 airplanes on the first day, and he's told us that he just can't get more than 60. So somebody's going to have to wait until the second day. Anyway, that'll be the question. So at some point in the future, we will have a deposit process that will define orders, and will gradually begin to introduce people slowly, those who have deposits, and into a little bit more information about the airplane. We expect it to be a very large deposit. It's going to be a $100,000 deposit. It will be refundable. And we also understand that you won't have a lot to go on, which is why this really is about trust. And we feel we've done a lot to earn your trust, but we also don't want to disappoint you. So when we get to the point where we really do think everything is clicking along the way it's supposed to be, and we understand how the deposit process should work, and we're ready to start on that next phase of bringing more of you into the process, there will be an advisory group, sworn to secrecy, and tongues cut off. And then we'll gradually continue to get a little bit more information. Just so you really know who you should throw stones at, we were going to show you more, but since Jim was here, it would leave it for us.
Everybody get it.
So I'm going to let John tell you a little bit more about how it's going to happen.